Welcome back, people. We got another new video for you guys here again today. And today I'm gonna show you guys a little something. Look at that. We just come out of the ocean map. That's not bad, is it? 548,000. Yeah, we'll take that, boys. Why not? We're now at 40 million cash. Anyway, I'm gonna teach you how to set up rod setups and the way they balance, because we haven't done a video like this for a long time in balancing rods. So this here is a DLC rod. Here is my float rod setup. Now, I always adjust the rod to the reel. I look at the difference in between the line weight. So the line weight for this rod, I'm going to show you an example, and then we're going to equip a rod and show you how to do that. So here we got 88 pound line weight maximum. So I look at my reel. My reel says 86 drag. So that is the max drag of the pounds. There, pounds 88, there of the reel 86. So you want to try and get the reel a little bit weaker than what the rod is. That's how you get a good combo, so you can put the drag on, so you take it one away from the very top. We're going to show you that after. Here, this rod setup I think is a level 81, so let me quickly show you that. So spinning rods, no, it wasn't a spinning rod, it was a casting rod. There you go. Oh, level 82 it is. Okay, so I bought this when I got to level 82. You can use a Nile chaser in the ocean map, but this one here, so 100 pounds that can hold this rod. 100 pounds line weight from 31 minimum to 100 pound. So my reel is a little bit lower, 97 pound. That and that together, and then the line is 159 pound. I always make the line stronger than the rod. I always do that. Always make sure the line is stronger than the rod. So if the rod is 100 pounds, that's 159 test. I could use on there, I could probably get away with about 110 pound line I could put on that. So if we go into the shop here, let's have a quick look at line, and then we go to braid, for example. So I could use that one there, 104, but that one's bait coins. We come over to here to where there's cash there, level 84. That's 104. You could use that. That one there's 104, 104. So you could get away with 104 pound. Coming back, I'll show you this one. This is again another DLC setup. 194 pound max line weight, and we got 187 pound line there. That works well as a good combo. The reel's 192, again a little bit weaker than the rod, so that works as a good setup. The leader is 187. Here on the Mocky rod we got another demonstration. 86 pound. I'm showing you different rods so you can see the difference between bait rods and casting rods and float rods, and then we're going to show you the very beginning rods if you was a beginner. So 86 pounds, and then there the reel is 86 pounds. The line again I always make sure is stronger, and there 86, 86, and the line we're using is 88 pound there. The leader is 87 pound, still stronger than the rod, still stronger than the reel, so that's good. There's a good setup. So if we come over here, I go to my home storage. I think I've got some of them very beginning rods. So here, Big Ally, good rods to use in the beginning. But if you're a very beginner, you can always use the good old Creek Pro rod. Now that is 2 to 7 pounds. So we would look for a reel. I'm sure we still got one in here. Let's have a look. There you go. That one will do it. Perfect. So I would use that reel. So that reel there, max drag 4.9, and then the rod is 7. It's a little bit weaker than that. I probably could go up a little bit stronger than that with the reel if I wanted to, but I think that's okay. That's a good combo. And then going over onto the line, we could use 6. I'd probably go with 8 pound line. So we're going to dump that on there for a minute. Yeah, clip it. There you go, 196 pound. And then with the weights, the way it works is if you put on one too heavy like this, it will say too heavy can break your line while casting. So don't use that. Go for a lighter one. Let's try that one. Too heavy. Okay, I don't think I've got a weight here. try this one. Okay, that one works. That one there. So that's 1, 1.5. That one's too heavy. So closed feeder 2, 3.3/5. That one's too heavy. So they're the 1, 2. Too heavy. If it says too heavy, avoid using it. You want it to either say, hold on, so we can try find it. For it to come up like that, so you put it there and it comes up and it says nothing. Or you want it to say tackle is optimal. But I can't find one. We ain't got the right weight. So we'll put that weight on there. That doesn't say anything, so that means it won't break it. That will be fine. And then now we're going to go with a leader. So what leader will we use if we've got one weak enough? We probably haven't. 33 pound. Oh, there you go. That one's 4.4. I probably am going to use that one. Yes. Okay. So we use that one. 4.4 fluorocarbon. That's what we use in there. There you go. It's highlighted. 4.4 pound fluorocarbon. And then for a hook, again, this is all for beginners. You can use barbless hooks, which always give you more XP. Highly recommend that. If you can use barbless hooks, there, barbless hook #1. If you can get that, they do cost baby coins, but you will get 30% more XP. So highly recommend you to use that. Put that on. Buy a simple belt. Put that on. And I know, don't worry, some of you are going to be on controller, so I'll show you how to move it all with controller in a moment. And then for this one, let's say we was going in the very beginning lake, I would probably go with something like banana bread or pet food, or normal bread is good, worms, red worms, maggots, yellow maggots. There's quite a few, yeah. Red maggots, yellow maggots, pinkies. There's quite a few different baits that we can choose from. Caster maggots as well. I don't think we got any bread. I don't think I actually own any. Wow, I actually don't. Okay, let's have a look at my backpack. Maybe it's there. Nope. Red worms, that'll do. That's the setup. There you go. Look, terminal tackle weight is optimal. Right, so now another thing I'm going to show you is we're going to go round to here. So Quenchin Lake. No, not Quenchin. Lone Star is the one that's free. Now, if you're a beginner, you can go into here. I'm going to quickly show you let me go to, where is it? Oh no, okay, let's go to travel first. Yeah, I'm going to show you how to adjust the drag and the reel and things like that, because that's a lot of problems that people have been having, is that they haven't been able to work out how to reel stuff in. A lot of people in my chat keep saying to me when I'm streaming that they're reeling in but the line isn't coming in. So and just quickly send a text. Sorry about that. content. Right, okay. So now we're here. We can look out for things called peak time. But for the rod, no, we don't want to pull out fireworks. For the rod, okay, I showed you how to equip stuff by basically clicking and dragging over. Now, if you're on controller, whether you're on Xbox or a modded controller, I don't know why I got that for the computer, but I can use it for my Switch, I guess, as well, so that's why. Anyway, whether you're on a PlayStation controller, Xbox controller, you can scroll up and down. And then if you want to equip something to put that rod into that slot there that you see, it says press A. So if I press A right now, that will equip that £17 line, you see. I'm not going to do that, but I'm just showing you that you can do that. So you would go onto rods, you go to your home storage part. If you've already brought it, it might go there. If you've only got 2 rod bag, like the rod bag you need, Do you know what? We'll talk about that after. Let me show you the drag stuff, and then we'll get into that. So I've got some markers out here, as you can see there. Over there's a good spot. But this Creek Pro does a serious amount of casts in range. People keep saying that they can't cast very far. Well, look at this. If you use this setup, this wasn't a full cast neither. Look at that, 163 foot, and yet I've got 196 foot of line, so I wouldn't have it that far anyway in case something ended up pulling it. So when you start off, your reel could look like this. Now if you look down in the bottom corner, you see it says 124, then you've got that brown circle with one arrow. If you press up on your D-pad, them little arrows there, the little cross, is called a D-pad. If you press up on that D-pad, the up button, tap it, and that will give you two little arrows pointing up there. Look again, I'm going to tap it. Now 3 arrows pointing up. Now tap it again, there'll be 4. Ready? Now there's 4 arrows. That is your reel speed. If you press down, it lowers it to 1. If the arrow's pointing down, you're actually back reeling and letting the line out. So very important to have your reel speed up on 4. The back right trigger button is to reel. The left trigger button is to strike. When you get a fish on, you hit strike, then you hit reel. That's the way to do it. Now, the other thing that is around, you see that thing that's around? I'm reeling and it's not coming in. It's stuck. And this is a perfect example of one I wanted to show you right now. I'm reeling and it's not coming in. And yet I've got the max reel speed on. Why is it not coming in? Because there's drag. So the right D-pad button, the right button, if I press the right button, it will go up to 2 bars. That's now got me out. If I press it again, 3 bars. I press it again, 4 and 5 and 6. If I take it up to the top like that, there's a good chance, well not a good chance, I will either break my line or my leader or my rod or my reel. So we drop it back off and we start halfway. That's what we do. I know with this rod, the way I've got it set up, I can have 1 bar away from the best, which means I'm going to put maximum drag so the fish can't pull out the line too much, and so that way I can actually stop it from running. I can actually reel it in. Very important, if you don't have that drag on, you will not be able to reel your rod in. So start off halfway. When you get a fish on, you strike, reel it in. As you're reeling it in, if on the side there, if it's not reeling in too fast, or them bars there, them 3 bars, if them 3 bars are not there, I will show you how to get those 3 bars there as well. If them 3 bars, if they're not all highlighted as blue near the top, well, red actually, because you got blue, you got different colors. Red obviously meaning danger, like you shouldn't go up to any further than the red, otherwise you will break something. If you break something, you cannot repair it. You can repair stuff if it's damaged, but not if it's broken. So don't ever let it get to 0%. So start off halfway on your drag, the thing on the outside of there, of that circle. You see I'm moving it now. There's 1 bar, no bars, 1 bar, 2, 3, no bars, yeah? Start off halfway. Look at them 3 bars. If they're not near the top, add another one. If they're still not near the top, then you add another one. And then that way you can put as much strain as you possibly can onto that fish to stop it from running away and you not being able to reel it in at all. How do we get them 3 bars there? I'm going to quickly show you that. At least we caught something. We caught a lily pad. So we come back here. To get those 3 bars there, you hit the setting button. And then here it says tackle and load indicator. Put it on pro. You start off with, I think it's simple. So it only shows 1 bar there. You can't optimize your gear properly that way. And it's a little bit difficult to try and optimize it that way, especially if you're a new player. I've been playing this game for 8.5 years, but yet I still have mine on pro because I can adjust my line and leader and weight and everything to them 3 bars so it doesn't snap or break my gear. If it breaks the gear, you can't repair it. If it's damaged, you can. Okay, now let's go back to the main menu. I know it sounds like I'm talking a little bit basic here, but I'm trying to cover the basic, if you know what I mean. If For those people who don't know, hopefully this video helps you out. If it has, leave a comment below, let me know. Hit that subscribe button, it's completely free to do so. Smack that like button, share the content out if you're able to do that also, it does help. So when you buy stuff, okay, when you start off the game, if you're completely new and you have nothing at all, you might have a rod bag with only one rod. You might not even own a rod bag. You will not have a rod in a slot. I've got a rod bag that holds 7 rods. You might have 1 or 2, or you might have nothing and it might just look like a guy, but with none of this stuff here. With none of this stuff here at all. So first off, you need to get yourself a rod bag. So you would go to the shop, and then here, tools and equipment, rod cases. There you go. That one there holds 2 rods. So you can purchase that, and then you'll have 2 slots. You can purchase one up to 7, the same as mine, which is what I've got. This jacket you might not have, but that allows me to carry a few more things, like 12 more tackles and 3 lines, so I've got that jacket. A catapult, you can cast bait out with that using ground bait. I don't really recommend it, it's kind of a waste of money, it's not the best. Rod stand, there, I've got bite alarms, you can have all different ones and put it in. You've got to get yourself a net. If you don't have a net, make sure you go into the shop, purchase a net. All of these things that you can purchase. Now this here is for my boat, here is my boat, here's another boat that I've got. You guys might not have all of this. But let's say you go into rod slot number 1. We're going to pretend this is rod slot number 1 for now. And we want to add a rod. So we will go to the shop, we will buy our rod. If it doesn't put it into this empty slot automatically, it will then move into a thing called home storage, which up here you'll see it says backpack, and then there it says home. If you select home, you will see the rod that you purchased. You can drag it over and drop it in, and then you can do the same with the reel. You can drag it over and drop it in. But I'm going to now show you how to do this with an Xbox controller, or customized Xbox controller, so we call it. So using the analog stick, the right analog stick, if we go into our inventory, we go to our empty slot, our rod isn't there, it means it's in our home storage. It will always show the backpack first. If we press the back right trigger button, it will take us to here, our home storage. We select whatever rod we want to use. So let's say I want to use this one, for example. It will then put that rod there. I will then scroll down. If I've already purchased a reel, or I haven't purchased a reel, I will go and purchase a reel. After I purchased a reel, I will come back here. If it's not already in my backpack here, like this one is, this rod requires a spinning reel, so I could equip that like that, and there you go. Now if I wanted to remove that, I can use my left analog stick and select to remove the rod or to remove the reel, and then I press A and it'll unequip it. If I press the right trigger button again, it might have moved it into here, that's a possibility, and I will select the reel there. I pressed A and now it's moved it over. The same goes as with the line. If I press down on the D-pad button, there is lines here that I've purchased from the shop that's moved into my home storage. If it's not in your home storage, it will be in your backpack. In your backpack, you can then select how much line you want, press A to do that, use the right analog stick to choose the line, and press A to select that line, and press A again to cut that line, to put that onto your reel. Then you need to buy a float. For this one, I've already got a float in my backpack. If you haven't got one, buy it from the shop. If you don't see it in your backpack, and then it'll be in your home storage. Everything will either be in your home storage or backpack every time. Let's equip that float. Now we need a leader. So I click onto the line. I press up on the D-pad to change from different things there, up on the D-pad. So I scroll down from line and I look for a leader. So I've got a leader there. I'm going to equip that. If it's not in my backpack, it will be in my home storage. If it's not in my home storage, I will need to go to the shop and I will need to purchase a leader. Remember, the line weight of the rod and reel and leader, the way we showed you at the beginning, we'll show you again, because you can't just set it up any way. If you set it up any old way, at the minute I'm setting it up any old way. Like the reel doesn't match the rod, the line doesn't match the reel, and I'm just showing you how to move things into that slot, how to balance it, we'll show you again. So hooks. So I'm on hooks right now. We need to find a hook. I'm just going to put a cap and hook. Again, we don't need that. This is just for demonstration. I'm just selecting it. I go down to baits. I choose what bait I want. Any bait that I choose I can have, and then I will press A and it will equip it. Now at the top there, in my number 1 rod slot that we're pretending, it's highlighted green. If I take that off, it will highlight red. If it's highlighted red, it means you haven't completed the setup. Make sure that it turns green. That means you're ready to go. Now that setup, I'm going to drag it and drop it into my home storage, and it removes everything. But we're going to use the controller, and if I press A on the rod, it puts everything back, and you can start again. Now, balancing, remember, you can balance the rod and reel, but you can use the right and left D-pad button to change from rod slots. With the Creek Pro that we set up here, remember, you've got to get the balance right. So the line weight there of that rod is 2 to 7 pound. The reel is a little bit below that, or no, actually the reel's dead on. Hold on, I'm sure the reel was below that. Yeah, okay, the reel is below. Okay, so that line weight of that rod can hold 2 to 7 pounds. So you want the line weight, the line to be a little bit stronger than 7 pound. You want the reel to be a bit weaker than 7 pound. So that reel there is 4.9 pound. 4.9 pound in max drag, and then the rod is 2.7 pound in line weight. That is a good combination for me to have 1 bar away from the top to put much pressure on that fish so I can actually reel it in. And then the same goes as with the line. If we look at the line now, it's bugging. There we go. If we look at the line now, the line says 8 pound. That is stronger than the rod, and that is stronger than the reel. That always has to be stronger. If it isn't, it will not work. The fluorocarbon leader is at 4.4 pound. I would probably say go with a 6 pound if you can, or a 7, or even an 8. But if not, a 4.4 pound will still work. The red bar would just be up high. That's all. It won't break. So that's how you set up your rods. I hope this video helped you out. If you've got any more comments or you would like a tutorial on something else, please let me know. I've played this game 8.5 years. I've invested my life into this game. That's how much I like it. I'm always making videos, tips and tricks, hotspots, showing all missions, every hotspot, how to catch fish in every single place. Remember the word hotspot. You can cast your line anywhere you want. The chances of you catching fish is around about 10%. If you are casting in a hotspot where fish are sitting in a hotspot, fish group together and they stay in a spot, and they call it a hotspot because that's where they all are. If you're fishing in a hotspot, you will catch fish at an insanely fast pace. You shouldn't be waiting any longer between 4, I would say 4 to 5, that's how long I'll wait, but as a new beginner, you could wait 4 to 7 minutes in real time. If you don't catch a fish within that time, it means you're using the wrong bait or the wrong hook, or you're in the wrong location, or the wrong weather, or you're not in a peak time. That's 5 different things that could affect your ways of fishing. How to improve it. Look at my playlist of Just Fishing Planet, and there you will find every single lake on this game, every single map on this game, river, lake, waterways, oceans, whatever. Every single location on this game, you will find that I've made video after video of every single one of how to catch all the biggest fish, where all the hot spots are, what type of bait, what type of hook, what type of rod setups. Everything you need to know about this game is in my playlist of Just Fishing Planet. Check it out. I'm sure there you will find every single thing that you need. We're getting close to 1,000 videos in that playlist. We did have over 1,000, but I had to delete some because there used to be a thing called max drag where your line wouldn't break and you could hold the fish in one spot and it wouldn't run. But they changed that, so that's why I've updated this video to this date. It's up to date, so now you guys playing this, if you're new, this is definitely the best video you could have watched of how to set up a rod setup without it breaking. Good luck out there, keep your lines tight, and as I said, if you need to know anything else, leave it in the comment section below. If there's a video I haven't covered, then I will cover it, but I'm pretty sure we've covered everything. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, subscribe, and definitely, if you're interested in Fishing Planet, that is a good reason to hit the button, that alone, because when those new updates come out, I always let you know about the new updates. We're always doing the new places, and we're always showing hotspots, and we're always going to do that, because this is my favourite game of all time. I've played many games over the years, but this is my favourite. Anyway, there's enough information. Use those barbless hooks. Remember, they give you more XP. You could always buy a DLC to get into a lake or into another map. If you do buy a DLC, I highly recommend you watch one of my videos of one of those DLCs for that lake, or type in the name of that lake in my search list of just Fishing Planet, and you will see whether it's Conga River, Mudwater, wherever you're fishing. It doesn't matter. We've covered every single video we possibly can on every single map. Fish those hot spots, you'll catch fish fast. It is a simulator game. It does take time to level up. If you buy a DLC, watch one of my videos, you'll be able to find the hot spots straight away. It doesn't matter what platform you're on, Xbox, Steam, PlayStation, mobile, Epic Games. It doesn't matter what platform you're playing. Wherever the hotspots are for me, they will be in the same hotspot for you. I'm showing you here on PC today. It will still be exactly the same for Xbox and any other console or any type of platform that you're playing on. Wherever the hotspots are for me, they will be there for you as well. Fish them hotspots. Use those barbless hooks. If you can't afford to buy a DLC, buy premium. I'm not sponsored by Fishing Planet in any way. I don't earn any money from them. I just recommend it because I've played the game for so long, and I'm giving you tips of how to level up faster. At the top here it says premium. If you select premium, you can buy premium here. It will be different prices on different type of consoles. They do sometimes put this on offer as well. The cheapest I ever bought 360-day premium was £12.50. So maybe look out for when it's on offer. Only buy, I don't know, something like 30 days or half. 180 days. Your choice. But if you do purchase these premium deals, you will gain a lot more XP and cash. They do help you level up a lot faster. They do help you earn that money quicker. Once you purchased it, it will highlight there as yellow. As you can see, mine is yellow. I've got premium right now. That's why it's highlighted yellow. It will help you level up. Highly recommend it. If you can't purchase anything and you don't want to purchase anything, you don't have to. You can get to the very best lake. You've got to be level 83. You can get there. It's just going to take you some time. Keep using those barbless hooks to get that extra XP, and you will get there fast. If you got the premium, you'll get there faster. If you got a DLC, you'll get there straight away. Hope you guys did enjoy this one. We catch you people again soon for some more fun and games. I'm out. Peace.